Today is Monday, August 14th, and here's our Buoy 10 update. Honestly, I don't know where to begin. I might be, no, I am. I'm taking all my gear back up to the hotel room and trying to figure out a way to completely re-rig every single one of my spinners and my bait rigs, everything I fish, because today we had 32 fish on, not bites, not bites. We had 32 fish on. Guess how many we ended up with? We ended up with 3 and releasing maybe 2. How do you lose that many fish? We lost that many fish trolling triangle flashers, the YBC fish flash. We lost that many running 360s. 360s expected, right? Not the triangles, but at any rate, here's the report, okay? I started out today right around the bridge. We still had a little bit of incoming tide, and so I figured, well, heck, I would just start right there at the bridge and fish my way up with the tide. Well, the tide started slowing down a little bit already, so I was like, well, maybe I'll just head down below the bridge and give that a shot down there. And on our first pass up, as soon as we got to the bridge, I marked about 5 or 6 fish, thinking, okay, we found them. They're going to be here. They're going to be up shallow. And we got just past the bridge, had our first bite. Got a little bit past that, had our second bite, all up in 15, 20 feet of water. At that point, it's like, okay, we still got a little bit of incoming tide left. Let's run back down and make a lap, one more lap up. We started pushing. Noticed my troll speed came down. At that point, came up to the bridge, saw that the tide was running. We whipped around real quick and started heading downstream. On our first pass downstream, we had 12 hookups. Stupid good. And then right after that, next pass, died. Only had 2 bites. Hopefully it's not a repeat of what happened last year, where it's these little tiny microbites and then you're searching for them all day long. The good news is that after we kind of scratched around for a few hours there, bite here, bite there, the afternoon on that incoming tide, if this wind wasn't blowing so hard, I don't know if you guys can see all the, it's kind of in the sun glare there, but all these boats moving around behind me. I mean, it is blowing, and it's still incoming tide right now. As soon as that tide flips around, it's going to be nasty out there. It already was out there today. We got wet on an incoming tide. So it's good fishing in the afternoon, but you're going to get punished. The good news is that tomorrow morning we got a little bit more time on that incoming tide, so we should have a pretty darn good shot at them. What was kind of curious about today is that it was a lot different than what we saw yesterday, in the fact that it was very inconsistent. The shipwreck bite never really materialized at the high slack first part of the outgo. A lot of guys thought that the Oregon side up at the ship anchorage was going to go on the first part of the outgo. It didn't. It was just spotty at best all throughout the morning. And then guys made hay in the afternoon. Battled through the wind, battled through that afternoon tide and everything else, and just scratched them out. By the time we left at about 3:30, 4 o'clock. So a long day, 6 a.m. till 4 o'clock in the afternoon. And we left fish. I mean, we were getting 3 to 5 bites every pass. That's good fishing. But again, we only landed 3. Tough bite, real tough bite today. So with that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and grab all my gear, take it back up to the room, cry myself to sleep tonight, and try and figure out a different way to keep these fish pinned. Brandon had the same issue, Cameron Black had the same issue. I know a handful of guys that landed fish, but maybe the fish were just biting weird today. And we have seen that before, especially springer season, where you're running flatfish or you're running your mag lips, and you'll get 10 bites on a good day and you only land 2. Sometimes the fish just bite weird. Hopefully today was that day, but I got to find a new way to keep these fish pinned. Gun on the motor didn't help. Reeling as fast as you can didn't help. Trying to slow down. Heck, we even lost one to a sea lion right at the side of the boat. Just couldn't win today, but it's still fun. Rod folded over a lot, and heck, that's Buoy 10. So that is our update here for today. Now I'm going to go work on some gear. Wish me luck. All right, later, guys.